Hello, it's Kadisha. I'm back with another video. We have to exercise the authority we have been given. And I don't know if I do it all the time or not. But when I see somebody not doing it, I be getting so mad. So I started back school. That's neither here nor there for another video. But the teacher act so shy. And I'm like, do you not realize the power you have being a teacher? People be talking while the person trying to talk and teach, and don't be. And of course, that just goes to, I feel like, the generation where we have lack of respect or lack of respect for authorities, not only our elders but for authorities as well. As we know, that's a whole different topic. But this is more so for the people who have a position. And we all do, but you have a certain position, but you're not walking in it fully. And like I said, I can't say if I am, but I can see if you're not. So you know how we can see other people's business and we just be saying like, oh, you need to do this or do that. But it's like, are you walking in it? And the Lord be telling me, you got to do this. Because I used to be where I wouldn't say anything when I felt like what was happening wasn't right. I just kind of like be quiet. But now I don't be quiet now. I be talking. I'll let you know real quick that no, that's not gonna fly. That's not gonna fly. And the thing is, it's just human beings that we always want our way. And that's just a human being. Just like a child. A child be screaming and hollering, be wanting this. Sorry, can't get your way. That ain't how life rolls. So it's okay to have boundaries, and we have to realize, like, if you don't set those boundaries, like, people will run all over you. Because I'm thinking the next time I go into that class, I want to say something, because I'm like, Mel, would you please say something? But yes, we have to learn to walk in the authority that the Lord has given us, and not in a way that, of course, that is arrogant and acting like you're all that, but it's just like realizing that we're all in a certain place for a reason. And so, of course, us as the people who, and I don't know what to say, to say like civilians or anything, but as for the people who, we need to learn to respect authority, but also you need to learn to exercise the authority that you've been given. And of course, there's going to be different ways in which how you can do this. I can't tell you exactly how to do this because it's going to look different for everybody. But one way to know that you're not exercising your authority is that you feel a certain type of way after a situation has happened, and it keeps happening repeatedly. And so people are taking advantage of your kindness, or I'm gonna just say kindness. And you have to make sure that you don't have to be mean to put boundaries in place. It's just you do have to be, what's the word I'm looking for? You have to be, oh my goodness, I can't think of the word I'm looking for, because I'm about to say firm. There we go. You have to be firm and say, this is how it is, because people will walk all over you. And that's sad. It's so sad to say, but people will do it. And I've seen people do it, and I have to admit that I have done it. I have just, when this before Christ. Now, I ain't walking over people now. Or if I do, the Lord convict me real quick, say, you just treat that person badly. And I'm like, ooh, okay. So I had to go back and apologize. But, so you just have to be firm and say, this is how it is. And if a person don't want to respect it, I told you this happened to me one time when I was working at this place, and I'm a contractor. And so I was telling them my price. I gave them a price, in which this was something that I learned when you're first starting out something. Of course, you're learning if you don't have somebody a mentor. And so I was just like, okay, this is my price. But then I realized, like, I can't really give a price before I know what I'm doing. And so after I realized, like, man, this is a lot of work that I'm doing. And I was just like, every day I just felt like, Lord, this is a lot, and I want to quit. And not to say that money should equal your work, or that money can equal your worth, because it can't. But it's just like some things I was like, okay, this is just not, this is not right. And so I ended up telling the person like, oh, I'm gonna have to charge you a little bit more for this. And they were like, what? They were so mad. I was like, hey, I'm gonna give you to this certain amount of time. So, because of course you don't want to go back on your word. If you tell somebody something, that's it. But then it's like, okay, I realized that I was wrong. So here forward, I'm gonna give you a certain amount of time so you can find somebody else if that's your prerogative. But this is my price. And we end up hashing it out, and they pay me the money. But it's like I had to set that boundary, and I had to step into the authority on which I was, which is the boss. A boss, not a boss, but I was an independent contractor. So it's like I can't allow somebody to tell me what I'm worth or what they should be paying me. I have to step into that and say, no, this is what you're going to pay me because of the job I am doing. But anyway, I'm kind of rambling here. So I hope you have a good day. Thank you so much for watching this video. Like I always say, se ha cambiado que quieres ver en otros. Until next time, bye.